This video will show you how MetaFlows finds compromised machines on your network. You can log in using Firefox or Chrome from anywhere. If necessary, we support managing multiple deployments on multiple networks from a single user account. You can choose your set of sensors, also called a domain, as soon as you log in. The dashboard displays information about the security events that happened in the last day. You can look for specific information in a variety of summaries. For example, this graph shows the volume of events over time for the last day. These are the top intrusion detection rules involved in high-priority incidents, or the top target IP addresses, or the top syslog events generated by your devices. Our real-time sensor performance information says that right now we are processing 17,148 packets per second, with 0% drop. Hovering on any IP address reveals some of the host information we have recently collected through the network. But this is the main reason why customers buy MetaFlows. This site generates approximately 500,000 security events per day. Out of all that data, our multi-session IDS technology is able to distill just a small number of high-priority incident reports, shown here. These are most likely true positives that must be taken seriously. And this is worst case. This site has an abnormally high number of incident reports because it has an open network with virtually no use policies. Typically, a well-run enterprise will only generate one or maybe two high-priority reports per day. By default, we show you the high-priority events of the last day. You can also go back 1 week or 1 month, as shown here. Let's go back to the last day and start investigating why these hosts are on this list. For example, let's look at 139.182.21.165. Incidents reports created by the MetaFlows multi-session correlation system are in the red folders and are hierarchically grouped by type. Besides having generated adware, spyware, Trojan, and high-risk behavior incidents, this host has also downloaded a DLL file that is known to contain malicious content. These in blue folders are the intrusion detection alerts that form the basis for the multi-session incident reports. Let's look at one of the incident reports created from the intrusion detection rules below. This adware activity report says that this host downloaded a bunch of binary files. And then we saw an adware installation beacon going back to 54.235.86.210. Now let's look at the malicious DLL file. You can download the binary if you want to run it through a sandbox or submit it as evidence. You can also look at the virus total report that shows information about the file. Or you can look at our report here. Notice that it was downloaded from a host called lovered.info. Importantly, also notice that roughly half of the commercial antivirus vendors did not detect this malicious file. This is typical. On average, any single antivirus solution has only a 20% chance of detecting malicious code. This is why MetaFlows uses more than 55 solutions at once, through VirusTotal. But let's look a bit further. Here is a summary record of the last day's security events for 139 .82.21.165. Let's see what files they downloaded or uploaded. These are the binary files we saw in the incident report. We also discover that this is an active BitTorrent user. Yellow folders contain service discovery events that tell you what services are running in your network. Let's see the individual security events. Let's sort by priority. Okay, here is the smoking gun. Okay, we are convinced now. Let's escalate the incident. These are all the events associated with this bad host. We include the packet data in the incident report. Look at the existing user-defined classifications. It already matched a number. Let's send this report to a group, as well as an individual email. I am not done. I want to see what other files this host downloaded or uploaded during this time frame. This is the summary of files belonging to this host. Also, let's download the pcap file, which contains all the files as a network trace. Let's see some images he or she downloaded while they were infecting themselves. You can analyze the pcap with Wireshark or any tool you would like. Enough with this host. Let's look at the real-time interface. We immediately found two SSH scanners. This one is scanning these 5 internal addresses. Notice the service discovery. Someone is using Skype. And they are also triggering eDonkey. We are actively blocking this flow. Here is the rule for it. Okay, it is an IP block. The red folders are also aggregating externally generated syslog messages. These are some messages that someone should look at, because it seems something is misconfigured. Let's look at the reports interface. Let's look at the latest daily report of high priority events. Here are the security event distributions. Let's click on this event type. It is triggering 36% of the time. It looks like 5 hosts are triggering it. Let's pick one and see what else this host has been up to. Lots of bad stuff. The user downloaded some bad binaries. Let's see these files. Here are the binaries we extracted. Let's download a file. Let's download another file. Let's look at one of these incident reports. Typical behavior. It downloaded a number of exe files and he or she got infected by BrowseFoxH. Let's look at the conversation between these two hosts. Only the check-in we knew about. Thank you for your time. Please call us or try for yourself at nsm.metaflows.com.